Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Look what I brought for you guys, man. All for you guys, man. Thank you for all the subscribers that I got. This is for you guys, man. This is the Shelby Gt500, and I'm gonna do this video a little different. I'm gonna be, instead of doing these little 5-minute, 6-minute clips, I'm just gonna do a full-out review on the car. Because I mean, something like this, you can't not do it. You know what I mean?
Also, big thanks to Mullinex Ford for lending the keys to the Shelby.
All right, guys. So starting inside with the Shelby, we're gonna start off with exactly what kind of package this thing's got. It's fully loaded. It's got the leather seats. Not only is it leather seats, but it's also heated and cooled seats. One of the biggest differences between this and the regular Mustang GTs that you may see out there is this. This is the rotary shift dial that they have, and it's, it's kind of awkward. And I'm not gonna, this is my unbiased opinion. I don't really like it, if I'm honest. I will say it is very convenient and it's practical if you want to have, just a nice big open area here. And it takes up a nice little spot in the, in this whole piece right here. And, it doesn't really get in your way as much, but at the same time, it's a Shelby. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather it be a manual or just a real gear shifter here. You know what I mean? You get your cup holders. You get a little spot here for your a little storage, and then you have this nice steering wheel Alcantara surfacing on the steering wheel. We got a little bit of leather down here, and you get the nice carbon fiber all along the dash. You got the nice 8-inch screen, touch screen, of course, and it's very reasonable. It's very comfortable. I would say this is a little more cushiony than the regular GT Mustangs. Um, and yeah, and not only that, but you even get a CD player, which you don't really find in a lot of these cars nowadays. So the only thing I will say though is that for, and it's a pretty pricey car. For this kind of car in this price range, manual, manual steering wheel, even the seat, it's manual. Well, this bottom piece right here, it is electric, but still, you're paying a lot of money for a car. Give me some power seats. That's all I'm saying. So, and then other than that, you get the regular Ford stuff, plastic here, different kind of material there. A little cheap materials, or, here and there around the dash and in the cabin. But the money's not being spent for, extravagant materials for the inside. No. It's actually up there.
So before we go up front, just wanted to go over some of the different drive modes that you have. You have Sport, and then as you can see, it changes the display. You got Track, and then it changes it again so you can focus on the RPMs. Same thing for Drag Strip. And you have to also be in track mode for it to fully work and everything like that. And then you can put it in slippery and then back to normal. As you can see, the display changed. All from a push of a button. You can also go through the modes for your Shelby, track apps, performance, and even the exhaust mode. And you'll actually see me mess around with that a little bit. You even have suspension adjustments. You can change it from normal to sport. And that's the sport just really just kind of tightens everything up. And then lastly, you have the steering wheel feel, where you will change it from normal to sport and then to comfort.
So, up here in the front, we have a masterpiece of an engine. 5.2 liter supercharged V8. What more can you get from that? And hand built with pride by the name of Prill. He was able to produce 760 horsepower in this motor, 625 pound-feet of torque in this motor, producing a 0 to 60 time of somewhere around 3.5 seconds. This is the most powerful engine Ford has ever produced. And what an honor. So back on the outside, we have 20-inch rims, black of course, with Michelin tires, Brembo brakes. You also get these side skirts. You also get a Shelby badge, and you get it in this nice Oxford white. Also in the front, not only do you get a front spoiler for downforce, you also get all these open vents so that that engine can breathe. All that air feeding onto the engine so that you can get a little power. You also get a functional hood vent so that all that heat and pressure that's going on under the hood can escape and let the engine cool down a little bit. In the rear, it's all Mustang. Other than this is the upgraded spoiler that you do get. This is actually part of the handling package, and with the handling package in the trunk with all the other things that you do get in here, you do get, and I got to be very careful with this, you get an extra spoiler, or well, the gurney flap really is what they call it. And what you do with it, you basically clip it on to the top of the spoiler, and it just adds for extra downforce when you're at the track. And you also get a subwoofer back here for all the boom boom when you want to listen to your music. Also, here in the rear, you got quad exhausts, and the tips are a little bigger than usual. You also get rear diffusers, and you also get remote start with this option. So, lovely. MSRP of this thing is $80,935. It has about $9,440 dollars of options in it. And for something like this, finding it at a dealership, don't expect it for one bit to be selling at MSRP, because they are limited in production and they're super rare to find on the streets. So expect these to be somewhere in the $100,000 range. It's a Mustang. We got to try it. How easy is it to get into the back seat? So let's push this down. Oh, okay. All right. I'm in. Whew. I mean, I have. Oh goodness. I don't have a speck of room back here for my head. Actually, you just seen me hit my head. Actually, yeah. Look at that. I got no space. The seats here are not really that comfortable. Hey, but you can put a baby seat on these seats back here. So I mean, it's beneficial for that one dad, that wants to squeeze a child in the back of this car. Definitely can. Back in the 10-speed automatic transmission. Actually, this isn't even a 10-speed automatic transmission, right? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's a 7-speed dual clutch. All right, let's do it.
shifts are quick. This is not a regular Mustang, by the way. This is a Shelby Gt500, like I said. So everything from the engine to the transmission to just everything about this car is completely different. And it's actually surprisingly comfortable. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought this was going to be kind of harsh on my back and all that stuff, but I actually kind of find this a little more comfortable than a regular Mustang. You get these nice, bigger plastic paddle shifters. Ford could have put a little something in here. And the Raptors that they have, these are metal. And I feel like they could have done the same thing here. You know, they kind of went the cheap route with this. I don't really agree with it. And give me a second. No way. No way. To all my viewers, if you have $100,000 that you don't need, give it to your boy. Damn, this is nice, man. It really just bugs me that they cheaped out on the paddle shifters. You know what I mean? Because it's like something like this, you would want to... I don't know, man. This is Ford's best transmission they ever fitted to a car, period. I don't care what they've done in the past with all the other cars and all that. This is the best transmission that they ever fitted into a car with the power this thing has. This is... Sing to me, Shelby! One of my biggest problems with the 10-speed automatic transmissions that they put in the Mustangs is that in any other gear, in sport mode, track mode, drag strip mode, whatever mode, if it isn't normal, you're gonna be, you know, shifting around like this on a regular road. This is so easy to drive. It is so comfortable to drive. And honestly, I don't see why anybody can't drive this car. Nothing compares to how this feels. This, it feels grippy. It feels stuck to the road. It feels like if I take a corner, it's gonna grip, it's gonna stick. I don't have no kind of fear in this car. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. So the Shelby Gt500. Honestly, this is probably one of the most fun cars I've driven so far. And this is definitely a car that Ford should definitely be proud of. And I gotta say, it's worth the money. Goodbye, friend.